Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. Settle in. We think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And off we go from Arizona. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
What is up?
They'll motion a tight end right. And it's a positive start. A gain of 5 to get things going. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
What is it hard?
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. Talk things over before 3rd down.
What is it hard? Vegas!
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
The Bears send out their punt team. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick hitting slant there. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Cougar 19! 19 Lion!
He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards.
That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Cardinals 1st down.
At the 49-yard line.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, Isaiah Pacheco. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. That's caught by Harrison right side. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. Down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
That is caught. They get the 2-point conversion. What a start to this one. An 8-0 edge. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Give him 14 on that play. 1 first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. They'll run it on the inside handoff. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. This throw pulled in by Pitts. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And that one is incomplete and brings us to the end of the first quarter of play. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They've got it with 4th and 1 straight ahead. They'll try to run. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on 4th down.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
This is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take over just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
start on the ground, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. From the 46, here's second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And it looks like he's going to come up just short of the first down. Out of bounds, a yard shy of what they needed. They'll have to pick it up on third down.
Let's give a lot of credit to him, Mike, for standing tough in the pocket. He knows he's about to take a big hit with the defense bringing pressure, but they weren't able to get there in time and prevent that completion.
On third and a yard, it's Williams. He'll go right and find his running back. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
It's fourth down and less than a yard.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Cardinals will take over here just past the 30.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
The RPO, that one is complete. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
That's quickly out to Harrison. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a first down in this spot.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
70 Lions.
A handoff to Pacheco. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Dax Hill up from the secondary to end the play.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Bears' 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is caught. What a throw. Touchdown, Arizona. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His first NFL touchdown.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
This will be returned from the 6. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return.
40-yard line.
And they're going to work mark this down inside the 45. 16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll have more from Glendale after this. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he's followed up after a gain of a yard.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. First and 10 now from the 36. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 30-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. First and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Red zone now. He'll drop to throw. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Back to the air one more time. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game. I don't mind the play call, but something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
At their own 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. That'll be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Merritt. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. The field goal unit is out for the Cardinals. This one from 43 yards away. His kick is perfect. And the Cardinals can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10. at their own 33-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. That keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
10 more yards. That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
19, Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw again. Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Cardinals first down.
He'll look to throw. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage is excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
That is caught, and he's in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Their head coach, 2 fingers in the air. They'll say no to the extra point. Go for 2. Back to throw. That'll be caught. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. And he'll get this past the 25, out to the 27. A pickup of 7.
He was tackled at the 27.
They're down and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Down at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 9.
And 9.
They'll They'll stick with him again. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. It is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Yeah, in this game, Mike, it's just gotten away from them here in the 3rd quarter. They're pretty much forced every possession. They're going to have to go for it and really press the issue. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be enough to get them back into this one.
That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Once you get down into this part of the field, most teams call it the red area. You have to finish by capitalizing with 6 points. Anything less than that feels like a little bit of a letdown, and after that sack, their chances of coming away with 6 get a lot more difficult.
That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
You just have to find a way defensively to step up there and get a stop. It's one thing to give up 6. You allow a touchdown. But now dig deep, man. Get a stop. Looked like there was some confusion, and offense is going to come away with 8.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he is out of bounds at the 45.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And that'll be incomplete on what turns out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down.
1-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And they are into the end zone for the 1st time today. Touchdown, Bears. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bears will get just a bit closer.
Cardinals 41, Bears 7.
And give them credit, they are not mailing this one in. They'll try to get it back with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
That's quickly out to Harrison. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It is a big gain for Arizona. 37 yards.
First down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This is caught at 2. And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal, try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
That's another.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them first and goal. From the 1-yard line, first down and goal.
Set up. Set up.
That's left side, that's the tight end, McBride. To the goal line and in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long. There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up 2 fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 2. Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. Moving outside the pocket. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He's got a man. That's Felton. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down on what will be a big play there for 4th and long. Here's Williams now to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Williams.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Going to leave the offense out there for 4th and long. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Back to the air once more on second down. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ballgame now. And this one's good for a first down.
First down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. He'll drop to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Let's go now. 19, 18. Take over.
They'll look to throw yet again. Quick throw here is complete. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
A gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
Let's go. 679 Broncos.
He'll look to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
77 Wolf. Let's go.
Now, faking the give, and he cannot get the throw off. He's going to be sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
So the key to this fourth down stop defensively was their ability to flush the quarterback out of the pocket. Anytime you can do that, you shrink the field, you limit the quarterback's options, and in this case, he can't find anyone, and ultimately, he goes down for a huge fourth down stop.
They'll come up now for second down and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Now Williams. Rolling right. Now he'll air one out. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big-time play for the Bears to gain of 43 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
It's now a second and 10.
Vegas, Vegas. What's up?
Try to throw again. Here's Williams. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. From the shotgun, it's Williams. The left side, and it's caught by Felton. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on fourth. Going to give the ball over on down.
He isn't able to secure that grab through the contact, and they're quickly running out of possessions to get back into this game, Mike. I mean, their chance to come back was already slim to none, but slim better went just out the window as that ball hit the turf.
Into space at the 45. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
First and 10 at the
On the move
14-yard
at the 14-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Okay, ready?
Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with the win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he'll be out of bounds beyond the 20-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll put Loveland in motion. Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So it's a win for the Cardinals. They take care of business here at home